Let's try and battle against the Enchantress. Solo's already moving up, but PPD will reach it first, so Denial is the only other choice they have, or killing PPD. He's in deep, no TP scroll available, and this may be our first blood. In fact, it will be. Pasha drops the nuke. It's costly.
That was so close to living, but needed a little more health, like 15 there would have maybe done the trick.
Roger coming in with a Spirit, actually forcing the Ghost Shroud, allowing Roger to do more damage. The homing missile chasing out to 33. He'll do a quick dead pulse, give him enough life, and maybe with a Rocket Barrage. How much will be tanked by 33? All of it. Ramses even looks for an extra one. No flat cannon available. He's got another Rocket Barrage, so going after Zai under the tier 1 tower. The Ion Gyrocopter has been the plague of this tournament, but it's fantastic for Virtus Pro early on.
The mana burn against a hero like Dragon Knight is really useful though. So, could make a difference.
Bottom lane, 33. Oh, they're going to find a different target. It's going to be Zai. He'll go in for his stomp, but Pasha loves this. He'll just keep his distance. Throwing out the Impetus, he can find the kill pretty quickly. There's no instant movement forward because PPD has arrived. Dragon Knight's still on his way, so he's not ready to fight in this one just yet. The trigger the drum charge and the call down. It looks like Ramsey wants to be part of this fight, chasing PPD into the tree line. CC&C. Pasha's got the spaces to beat into him, and Solo has to save himself from Pycat. Support is still coming in. CC&C, he's already found the kill. The relocate out does not come in time. So Solo and Ramses both go down. And that's a weird kind of fight. And you know it's not over yet. 1 second, and IO's coming back all the way down to bottom. And goodbye, Roger.
PPD played the tree line really nicely there. Just OPTIC looked like they want to try to defend every tower. I really like this mentality. I think when you're stronger than the enemy like this, you don't give anything up for free.
VP need to leave right now. 33 is already there. You've got the BKB Clanks ready to jump into the fight, and the stomp, it won't be able to connect. Homing missile will chase down 33. Pycat's found a target over on the right. It's going to be Pasha. He'll sprite up and push up the hillside. A missed chance will not be there. Can they get close enough? No, Roger tethers forward. They want to keep the run. Call down from Ramsey. Turns on the BKB and the flat cannon. PPD can't maintain that life. Pycat runs away. Here comes the ET splitter. Will not connect on anybody. And Solo has to actually protect himself. There's a lot of life taken away from OPTIC, but remember, they can just stand their ground, or can they? Husker stunned up by the magic missile. The ET top doesn't do enough work. Ramses in close, and can they bring down the BCC? It's armor toggling, and what Roger, 33 executes him in the back lines. They're back underneath the tower. 33 into Ghost Shroud, wants to dive in deeper. The stomp once again, whiffing on the skies as Husker under the tier 2 tower. Zai doesn't want to stick around much longer, but Pycat does into the back lines. He'll find Ramses, diffuses him up. Ramses cannot fight that power. CC&C and Pycat, both wicked sick, both living under the tier 2 tower and forcing the issue against Virtus Pro. They're targeting perfectly as well, Pasha, so he is a non-factor.
Yeah, he needs to get this MKB. So they need this MKB and they need the Aegis to expire.
The Dragon Tail stump, they're going to find 33. He's died more times than anyone else on OPTIC Gaming, but with Husker jumping forward, the stomp's out, and Gyrocopter, PPD's on solo life. The balls from Io will kill him off, freeing Ramses from the bind, and finally they break the Aegis to the Immortal. Call down from Ramses. He gets something in return, but they're so far behind. OPTIC can just walk through it, and GG. The call comes out. Virtus Pro knew that was the last roll of the dice. OPTIC Gaming take game 1 against a team they have struggled to defeat all season. And now VP are 1 loss away from being eliminated from TIA.
That was a Trump pick Huskar. Classic Huskar game. Gets picked in a game where he has all these good lane matchups, and I'm very curious to hear in a moment what the panel thinks, because I feel very strongly that they had to put the Enchantress mid in this game. I think Dragon Knight as well as a Mango.
Oh,
so
top lane, Avalanche is out. The Bramble is perfect. Zai got locked in. 1 more attack is required. Okay, make it 2. Roger, that's a really short duration Shadow Realm. So Zai, thanks to stick charges, he'll go up. But remember, when these players are low, you get a slightly buffed up hero, but it won't matter when Pycat's the real buff. The toss tree! Zai! How can he just keep living?
What was that from Roger? He was floating on 1% health for like 5 seconds against a thirsted Bloodseeker, but they couldn't close the distance and get the kill.
They're up to
now
no one.
Instead,
Flame Break trying to create a little bit more space. The Blood Riot is out. Lasso, 33 tries to reach it, but silenced up under the tower. But with the Firefly, he should have the damage until Pasha arrives. Avalanche is out with a Brain Sap. They can find some revenge on the 33. He's probably the bigger kill now, considering no one was a non-factor. Nightmare has to be switched off. Zai creates space and will sacrifice himself with the Bramble. It connects on CCNC. Solo with the body block. He's got the Cursed Crown on top of him too. Alchemist, you won't survive from this one. Or can you? The stun from Zai creates more space. Roger will still finish the job. The Pasha has to run away from the illusion of the Alchemist. They're starting to punch him down.
For example.
OPTIC Gaming is smoking up.
That's very gimmicky.
Yeah, it really is. That's what I'm just thinking, oh, have we now just created the new fountain hook? Ramses is being hunted. That's why the smoke is up. They're trying to find the Broodmother inside the jungle. Now he's got a little bit of help now nearby him as Ramses. The initiation will come, swap him out. Pasha, he's wondering if he really wants to be involved in this. Maybe he can get a kill over on Zai, but yeah, as you said, BKB. Ramses just stand his ground and fight. Gus doesn't do jack against this. And Pycat, he almost died to the blood right. Virtus Pro rampaging forward, looking towards CCNC. They still have Rupture up, the TP, the Nightmare. PPD was almost out of there, but now they find extras. CCNC brought down the old-fashioned way, terrorized to stop the TP out. That was trying to escape the Rupture, and PPD, take me, I'm yours. That's what he does. No other way to escape. Fastest way back to base is through death.
Yeah, it actually looked like he wanted to die on purpose.
And he can at least have it for the next fight. That's if he can get back inside the base. You see Pasha just moving down. He has to blink away, but the Shiva's Guard connects on him, so he can't blink away. Terrorize being used to force everyone away. It hit both the Alchemist and the Drow Ranger. Pasha swapped back into the Macro Pyre, and where's the real fight? The BKB from Pycat. He can stand. Lasso onto the Broodmother. The BKB was already up. Someone's going to kill off Zai at the moment. He's killing off Solo. No one. He's in the engagement. The Rupture is out. Drow Ranger standing its ground, but it's OPTIC Gaming who are coming out on top. The Blade Mail from no one. He'll TP out to safety. PPD, he's surviving through this with a stun from Zai, who TP'd out. He can help and keep his captain alive for at least half a second longer. The Pasha revealed. Avalanche tries to create a little bit more space. Concoction from CCNC. Control and kill. What a massive 1-2. 900 gold, a 10-time kill streak.
Oh, they're looking in. On killing the Jakiro.
Fireflies off cooldown. The Pasha exploding PPD. They'll go towards the skies. Ramsey's going in. His BKB will now be triggered. He's trying to keep Pycat down and keeping away from, well, everyone else. How much can CCNC maintain here? He's got his concoction. The double stun is up. CCNC wants to keep battling at 33. The perfect stun with the Cursed Crown. It tagged him up too. Zai wants to stand his ground. Pasha, he's got the toss up. Pycat, the swap out, but no one's back in. Everyone's so low. His speedy got no one. Your cat can distance into no one. Onto CCNC, finding the kill. 33 up towards the air. The burn is still real, however. The Flame Break doing its work. 33 will sacrifice his life. Buyback was there from the Alchemist. 33 does go down to Pasha's last swing, but Concoction flies forward. They have to split. Nightmare from Solo. So beautiful. Dodges the attack. Dark Willow can get inside the Shadow Realm. Another Concoction up for the Alchemist, looking for the target. The Shiva's Guard will find the kill, and CCNC will stun himself. There's no follow-up, however. Everyone's practically dead.
Oof, these fights are so crazy. With Bloodseeker and Tiny, try to kill him off.
OPTIC are coming out. That Shrine is brought down by Pasha's last hit. No one, blink in, 33! He couldn't find the target, and they just tossed no one forward! 33 will at least get the lasso. Dark Willow's trying to help him out, the Cursed Crown, 33. He can actually just die on the top lane. Ramses was in the middle of OPTIC. His BKB is gone. The Heaven's Halberd disabling up Alchemist, and they're all terrorized. Pycat can take his ground thanks to the BKB, but Pasha is just clubbing him down with trees. CCNC can get the concoction out, but Ramses, he just tanks. You can't kill him. Okay, you can kill him, but the follow-up is still going to be there. Defensive, Yule Scepter up, Alchemist done by the Cursed Crown, dead for 2 minutes. That may just be the game. PPD can buy back, but what real good is that? Zai is running back to the base, the sole survivor for OPTIC Gaming, and Solo dunks him on the head. They're ready to finish the job, and that really is it. Virtus Pro, they will take the top lane of Rax, and there appears to be no hope left for OPTIC. So if no one can get the Rupture and they get the toss back, then this is going to work for them. And there it is. Rupture to begin with. CCNC just wants to get back into the fountain. The Terrorize is up. He'll cop a lot of damage, but then regenerate it up. Beating into the tier 4 tower. It's down already. The Bloodright keeping OPTIC contained. Same with the Bramble. CCNC can use the BKB to try and escape from it. In the lasso, they found a target. It's no one. They're pulling him in, but he's still got BKB plus Blade Mail. Pycat just wants one kill, but he can't even get a support. This really is too much power. Virtus Pro are unstoppable. And GG. Virtus Pro will level the series. We may go 2-0s in the early part of this playoff, but everything now, it always goes to 3.
Yeah, this game had a lot of exciting fights. At one point, it looked like OPTIC were actually coming back in this game, but the early laning stage, the drafting from VP, especially the Brood Mother in this game, ends up being very, very impactful. Even with no one getting shut down pretty hard on the mid lane, they still manage to come back and control that mid game. Pasha on the Tiny ends the game with a ridiculous scoreline of 22 and 19.
But Solo continuously hitting him up, trying to drop the armor down so he sits at 3 on Undying, thanks to the Blightstone. Mid lane, no one. Heavy damage onto CCNC. The Lion Strike Array will connect, but at the same time, up on top lane is Ramses, who was the first blood. It looks like the Searing Arrows were just able to reach him.
CCNC, every time he gets the chance on no one, he will just keep hitting him. This is how Lina wins this lane, just constant harassment. Ramses top will be taking a bit of that
TPing
too.
in behind, looking towards Pycat, sprout him up, they bring the dust as well. Pycat's gonna be low, Ramses doesn't have 6, but it won't be required. And Zai, underneath the tower, they can go with the treants available. Zai, he's got one quick soul rip. Level 2 and a lot of units around him, so he gets a lot of life, salves up too.
Playing without the tombstone for now. We'll see if he chooses to skill it later. Treants are decent at dealing with it.
Ramses losing so much life, but he's still got Ghost Shroud available and 7 stick charges with the Death Pulse up. So Zai moving out as Pasha will get picked off on the bottom lane. The Sprout is up. Solo trying to protect himself from Pycat. His sentry, dust is up. Zai, Ramses wants to finish the job. One attack is not enough. He needs another. Okay, no he doesn't. He'll just use the aura. And then no one.
Got a rotation in from Roger.
Yep.
Tower deny from Pycat, very important here. This would have been a good surge of gold for VP, but getting denied.
So Roger will see that for half a second. Courier takes a turn into the Shadow Realm for the Dark Willow, trying to split the fight up with the Bramble Maze, Avalanche Toss, and a follow-up Curse Crown. Undying is deleted before he can get the Tombstone off. Revenge is 33s. But while this is still happening, they have to use Fortification. The Tier 2 tower was taking considerable damage. Pycat can now find the Revenge. Sprout from Solo, TP out, they'll come through the damage. Hey, actually buys in the time with the toss. Pycat could not get the last Searing Arrow out. The PPD gets the control onto no one. Avalanche is there, no one with a couple of one charges. Wrath of Nature bouncing through. That Reaper side, Pycat will be able to survive. He had enough life to live. Reincarnation will finally pop for the first time in a long time. But Pasha lends the stun, bounces over towards Pycat. One more hit will do it. Double kill for Pasha. PPD trapped inside the trees. HY said this was safe. It's not the case with the Hellfire Blast. Pasha's going up the kill, but the Tombstone is perfect. Zai is able to fight with CCNC, but Pasha is still a beast. A triple kill for him. The stun's available. Throws it out, trying to control up the damage, and it is. CCNC will fall. Ramsey in the trees, and now they sprout him again. Zai can't get away. Ramsey's finally brought down. PPD with level 4 brain sap will be there, and it's worth it. But it's his life that is the sacrifice. Virtus Pro come out on top. Yeah, they're still in a very commanding position. The jump is good for them. They just need a nice target. Zai's going to present himself. No Tombstone available anymore. And look at the Horde. They just sum it up. The melee racks, it'll go down to the Horde. With the Aegis Immortal time now, they don't want to fight this one. But then again, 33, he'll force the issue. Jumping in close. And the Enrage is almost fully wasted out. PPD got himself a great Fiend's Grip, but it still will not be enough. They'll kill off PPD, move through 33, and Zai on the retreat. The Hellfire Blast is out. And Undying tries to walk away. Slowed up so much. 3 heroes down for Optic. Virtus Pro, normally their Achilles heel, and it looks like here in Game 3, it may be exactly the same scenario. VP trying to keep Optic winless and potentially knocking out the previous TI winner PPD from TI.
Moving forward into this main event, unless Optic can pull the most ridiculous comeback of the whole tournament.
Pycat visible for half a second. Half a second is long enough to get the dust off. PPD came out. Nightmare will protect him a little bit longer, but there's the Reaper's side and the Curse Crown. PPD's out for a minute, and they'll look for the next one. Over towards Pycat. Disarmed. 33 does find the back line, killing off Roger, but the expense is so high. Solo's into the tree lines. He can't TP out away from this one. They just kill off the Tombstone. Now that Zai is back to the world of the living, and maybe he'll be sent back to the underworld. Solo actually lives through all of this, thanks to the help of Ramses. Pycat doesn't accept it, however, but this is GG. Pycat calls it. The game is over. Optic are eliminated from the International, and Virtus Pro keep their hopes alive. They'll reach the same round they reached last year, pushing through into the lower bracket round 4. They didn't get much further than that last year. They're looking to change it with the momentum they get from the win here.
This is a really great timing for VP to play their best game of the tournament. This game was super convincing, great laning, great fighting. I think their draft was super solid too. the solution that they found for the Undying that was supposed to be part of a trump card here from OPTIC. It looked like a fantastic hero.